have Tezpur University Department Masters of Science and Computer Applications, Mohammad Minajuddin Ansari and Manas Jyoti Baishya. NIT MBA Silchar, represented by Shubhamoy Chonda and Aritra Kumar Roy. They are Team C. Assam Don Bosco University Department Masters of Commerce, Bankrishan T and Kraukopar N. If you are here, you are Team D. University of Science and Technology Department Masters of Business Administration. This is Deepak Ray and Pooja Kumari Ray. And last but certainly not the least, Team F, Guwahati Commerce College Department of Commerce, Guwahati, Sonia Sarkar and Abhinash Kalita. You will be the next 6 teams. Welcome back to this, the second semi-final in the postgraduate cohort here at the National Financial Literacy Quiz 2025, the Northeastern Regional Round. We saw a scintillating performance from all 6 teams in the first semi-final. In fact, it went beyond scintillating because we saw the very first double century of both days today, which was 210, and I think it only bodes well for the semi-finals to follow. These are the 6 teams in the second semi-final. We already identified 2 teams who will represent the Northeast in the postgraduate cohort at the national finals at the spectacular NISM campus near Navi Mumbai. That is happening in November. This semi-final will give us next 2 teams who will directly qualify for the finals, and we have to wait and watch if any of the teams from here makes it to teams number 9 or 10 at the end of the semi-final number 4. I will explain the rules to the teams once again, but as I mentioned earlier, it gets progressively easier as we go on because you've seen the rules when I was explaining it to the first teams as well. Let's show you the rules for this entire semi-final on your screen. There will be 5 rounds, 42 questions. Each round has got slightly different rules or points. I will explain those when we come to that round before we begin the first question of that round. We will give you a scores update at the end of each round, which will be the total scores of each team. We will also give you a final score update when there are 3 questions to go in the last round. Remember, the top 2 teams go through, and there are 3 regional prizes at stake for the 3 teams who stand 1, 2 and 3 in all 4 semi-finals taken together, right? So that is another prize that you are going for. I will ask audience questions to the audience beginning from round 2. Whatever the teams don't get passes to you, and otherwise I'll ask a question or 2 separately to you as well if none of the teams are passing questions. We will begin with round 1. These are the rules. It's a multiple choice round. 12 questions in each, in this round. These questions do not pass because they are multiple choice questions. 1 question, 4 options. 1 of them is right. The other 3 are not. Each team gets 20 seconds of thinking time, and then you have to give me an answer. You can also answer earlier if you know the question, but 20 seconds is the max outer limit. When you are answering, please don't just tell me the alphabet, tell me the complete answer. Don't just say A alphabet, or B, Mumbai, whatever is the answer, right? Audience, please don't prompt the answers. These teams are good enough to do it on their own. They just need your applause, not answers, right? Wish you all the very best. We will begin with team A and go clockwise. Remember, these questions are not passing. So until the question comes to you, your direct question, you can kind of chill and wait for the questions to pass, right? Team A, your question. What is the maximum time allowed for the NPS, National Pension System Ombudsman, to issue an award, basically pass a decision after receiving a formal complaint? And these are your options. Is it within 30 days? Is it within 60 days? Is it within 90 days? Or is it within 120 days? Team A.
Option C, 90 days.
Option C, 90 days. 10 points to team A. 90 days is the outer limit. You can, of course, give the decision sooner, but beyond 90 days, you cannot go. 10 points to team A. Team B, here's your question. With each passing day, what happens to the cost of carry, as we call it, for a futures contract typically? And these are your options. Does it decrease steadily? Does the cost of carry decrease? Does the cost of carry increase steadily? Does it initially increase and then decrease? Or does it initially take a dip and then increase? Team B.
B increases steadily.
Sorry?
B increases steadily.
B increases steadily is actually the exact opposite. It decreases steadily, and the logic is that as it nears expiry, carrying costs reduce because the time period over which the costs are going to accrue are going to shorten progressively, right? No points, but no negatives as well. Team C, NIT MBA Silchar, here's your question. Under SEBI regulations, which of the following is least likely? Is least likely to be a permissible legal structure for a category 3 AIF, and these are your options. The least likely one, right? Is it a company? Is it a trust? Is it a limited liability partnership? Or is it a proprietorship? Team C.
We are going for B trust.
You're going for B trust. Trust is a good thing, but not necessarily in this. This is proprietorship. Proprietorship firms are not permitted as legal structures for category 3 AIFs under the current SEBI guidelines. 2 scratches in a row. Let's see if Team D breaks that streak. Your question, Team D. Which financial strategy involves taking a position in one asset to offset losses in another, thereby mitigating exposure to adverse price movements? So essentially, you're trying to balance out the risk that is there. Is it called speculation? Is it called hedging? Is it called arbitrage? Or is it called leverage? Team D.
Leverage.
I think long press the mic, tap it to see if it is on. Yeah, now it is on, and keep it on now.
Option D, leverage.
Option D, leverage. It's actually the one 2 places above. Hedging is what we call it. It is the practice of reducing financial risk by taking a counterbalancing position so that if the price fluctuation is unfavorable, at least some kind of balance can be achieved. No points to 3 teams in a row. Team E, I want to see you get 10. Here's your question. In financial markets, when we talk about primary market, what does it refer to? Does it refer to new securities issued by companies? Does it refer to trading existing securities? Does it talk about derivative contracts? Or does it talk about bond coupon payment? Team E. All teams, keep your microphones on all the time. Don't switch them off. Yeah, now I think it's working now. Yeah.
Sir, option A, new securities issued directly by companies.
Option A, new securities. Very, very nice. 10 points to Team E. It is where companies issue new stocks and bonds directly to investors for the very first time. 10 points to Team E for Echo. F, you get question number 6. Which of the following funding stages typically happens first for a startup company? And these are your options. Is it the IPO? Is it the Series A? Is it venture capital? Or is it seed funding? Team F.
Sir, answer D.
Which is what? Into the mic.
Seed funding.
Lovely answer. Very, very nice. 10 points. For anything to grow, you first need a seed, right? That's why it's called seed funding. 10 points to Team F. Is that initial capital to help them develop their ideas. 10 points to Team F. The 7th question will come back to Team A. Here's your question. In a mutual fund, what is the minimum proportion of trustees that must be independent of the sponsor so that investor protection is effectively guaranteed? And these are your options. Is it 2/3 of the trustees? Is it 1/3 of the trustees? Is it 3/4, 75% of the trustees? Or is it 1/4, 25% of the trustees? Team A. They must be independent of the sponsor so that investor protection is effectively guaranteed. Team A.
Option B, 1/3.
It is actually 2/3, so I can't give you points. 2/3 of the trustees at least, can be more but not less, must be independent of the sponsor. No points to team A. Team B, your question. In options trading, what type of risk do the option buyer and option seller each bear with respect to potential losses? And these are your options. Is it limited for the option buyer and limited for the option seller? Is it limited for the buyer but unlimited for the seller? Is it the other way around? Unlimited for the buyer and limited for the seller? Or is it unlimited for both buyer and seller? Team B.
We are going with B, limited, unlimited.
Which is B as in Bombay, which is your team number. Very, very nice. 10 points to you. Option buyers risk only the premium paid, which is a limited risk. The option sellers, if the market behaves unfavorably, their risk is potentially unlimited. 10 points to team B. Team C, you didn't pick up 10 in the first cycle. Here's your chance to open your account. Question number 9. When you talk about insurance, and specifically health insurance, what does the acronym PED stand for? Is it product exclusion document? Is it personal education disability? Is it pre-existing disease? Or is it post-exposure death? Team C. The best part about these kind of questions is when you get to make up wrong option. But they have to be P, E, and D, right? Yes, team C.
We are going for C, pre-existing disease.
You're going for C,
Yeah,
which is
pre-existing.
pre-existing diseases. 10 points. They open their account. Pre-existing diseases, which are typically in the schedule, they say that these are not covered, and that is what PED stands for. 10 points to team C. Team D, even you haven't opened your account yet. Here's your chance. Question number 10. Almost the entire crop insurance business in India comes from schemes or programs. These schemes or programs operate on the principles of blank blank. And what are these two blanks filled by? Is it area approach? Is it compulsory coverage? Is it mutual reinsurance? Or is it loss minimization? Team D. Five more seconds.
Option C, mutual reinsurance.
Option C, mutual reinsurance. Actually, if you look at crop insurance in India, they don't go and look at individual farms. They look at the overall area. So an area approach is what it is called. No points, but there are no negatives in this round, so feel free to guess. Team E, I think you picked up 10 in the first. Let's see if you can keep that going. Question number 11. Interoperability of clearing corporation framework is allowed for all products in Indian securities markets except for which one of these four? Is it interest rate derivatives? Is it commodity derivatives? Is it currency derivatives? Or is it the cash market? Team E.
Sir, option D, cash market.
Sorry?
Option D, cash market.
Option D, cash market. It's actually not allowed for the commodity markets. The other three, it is allowed. They are not fully covered under the interoperability between clearing corporations, again, as mandated by current SEBI norm. Team F, the last question of the multiple choice round is for you. Here it comes. Which of the following is a shared advantage for a private company which is going through something called a Special Purpose Acquisition Company or SPAC exit strategy compared to going in for an IPO? Here's your options. Is it that the transaction costs are lower? Is it that the execution timeline is faster? Is it that the valuation of the entity is fixed in advance, not during the allotment of the IPO? Or is it that the existing shareholders do not see a dilution in their holding? Team F.
Sir, option C, valuation of the entity is fixed in advance.
10 points. Very, very nice. In SPACs, the valuation is fixed upfront so that share price volatility is reduced. In IPOs, share prices are based on the market demand during listing. Thank you. 10 points to Team F. That brings us to the end of round 1. We will take a look at the scores, and as I promised, audience questions begin from round 2 onwards. These are your scores. Only one team, Team D, is yet to open their account, but they will start moving soon. 10 points apiece to A, B, C, and E. Early leaders at this moment, Guwahati Commerce College, Department of Commerce, Guwahati, with 20. Give them a round of applause. All right, thank you so very much. Let's go to round number 2. Round number 2 is all about images. We will go to Team A and move clockwise for this round. Remember, these questions do pass. The only rule is that while the first team gets 30 seconds of thinking time, if the question passes, you don't get any time to think. You pick up the mic and you answer. 15 points if you get it right, either on the direct or the pass. No negatives if you get it incorrect. So don't say pass, just take a guess. All right? Audience, whatever the teams don't get comes to you. Put up a hand. Let me bring a mic to your chair and we will give you a chocolate or a mug depending on your answer. Right? We will begin with A and go clockwise for this. Team A, question number 1 is this. This book is a study of managers of what? And chronicles their rise from the 1960s right up to the financial crisis of 2007-2009. It looks at how figures like Jim Simons, Ken Griffin, Paul Tudor Jones, and Michael Steinhardt helped transform global finance through risk-taking and innovation. What private investment method is this? And you can see the title of the book is so evocative. It says more money than God. And the blank is what I have blanked out in red. Blank and the making of a new elite. So what private investment method is this? Team A. So all these names were legendary names they were legendary managers of what kind of investment? Team A. And let me tell all the teams, I'm looking for a 2-word answer. As you can see, the blanks are 2 words, right?
Mutual funds.
Mutual funds, they say. No, passes to B. Into the mic.
Hedge funding.
Beautiful. Hedge funds is correct. 15 points to Team B. Hedge funds and the making of a new elite. More money than God. Team B gets 15, B for Bombay. Team C, NIT MBA Silchar. Here's your question. This investor and educator is an alumnus of INSEAD, the Global Management University. He's also a former management consultant at BCG and Dalberg. Over 15 years of experience in the stock market. He runs a hedge fund, much like the names you saw before. And he has driven a value-driven investment community of more than 3.5 million followers on social media. Team C, I want his name.
He's Akshat Srivastav.
15 points. Akshat Srivastav is correct. Very, very nice. Why I love quizzing with teams like this is because even now, I sometimes have to glance at my answer key to make sure that I remember the answer, but they know the answers of the back of their heads. 15 points to Team C. Very, very nice. Assam Don Bosco University, your chance to open your account. Next question is for you. I'm looking for one word. It's a common English word. It's also a kind of market in the financial market. This groundbreaking book, this is actually the book cover, okay? Even though it looks like a card, it's a book cover. This groundbreaking book by anthropologist David Graeber radically reinterprets the history of money and credit. Very important words, big clue to you, money and credit. Tracing relationships from ancient societies, including Vedic India and colonial Madagascar, through the evolution of modern economies and explores how blank It's a 4-letter word. The same word which I have blanked out in yellow has shaped human society for more than 5,000 years. And remember, the key words are money and credit. Okay? What is the blank, which is also the title of the book? Team D.
Cash.
Cash. Nice, yes, but no. Passes to E. They said cash. And it is a 4-letter word, not that kind of 4-letter word, something that you can say in public. Team E. Past question, can't give you time. They said cash. Passing you. Say something.
Debt.
Can you spell it for me? Debt is correct. Beautiful. Debt, it is the first 5,000 years, money and credit, debt. So he says that not cash, not people, it was debt that shaped human communities over the last 5,000 years. 15 points to team E for echo. The next question will go to team F. The key part of this chart is the red circled part. What kind of chart pattern? And I am looking for a 2-word answer. Okay? It resembles the letter W and is characterized by 2 unsuccessful attempts to break below a support level. Why are those words in italics? Because they are a clue for you, if you can make out. 2 unsuccessful attempts to break below a support level. It often signals a trend reversal in stock price movements. What is such a chart called? I'm looking for a 2-word answer. Blank, blank pattern. What are the 2 blanks? And the keywords, clue words for you are in italics. If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. Nobody blocking a clue? The first word begins with the letter D. D as in Delhi. The second letter begins with the word with the letter B as in Bombay. DB. The first word begins with the letter D as in Delhi. The second word begins with the letter B as in Bombay. B as in Bombay. And it is a question for team F. Okay? Two unsuccessful attempts to break below a certain level. No? Last 3 seconds. Passes to A. Going across to B. Can't give you much time.
Just a guess. Drain brain. Drain brain. Drain brain.
Deal break.
Drain brain.
Not really. Going across to C. Past question. Can't give you time. Not guessing. Going to D. Not guessing, team D. All right. Last pass to team E. Team E, past question. Need to rush you. Say something. No? Audience, let's go to the lady in the white top. I'll get a mic to you. Wait. Your name, college name, and answer. Okay? Into the mic. If she doesn't get it, I'll come to you, sir. I think the mic is not on. I have a request for my colleagues. Please switch it on when you give the mic to them. Perfect.
My name is Anvesha Bhutia-Barua and I'm from Cotton University. The answer is double bottom.
Double bottom is correct. There are 2 bottoms there, double bottom. That's why I gave a clue. Please give her a mug, a nice mug from NISM. And if you have a chocolate, you can keep that as well. You deserve it. This was a question for team F, right? Nobody got it, so it goes back to you. Here is question number 5. This book is written by a famous Indian founder for the employees of his company. It looks at how one of India's most exciting and successful companies work, creating a culture of excellence as they go along. Which company are we talking about? And the color scheme of the book is a big clue to the company. Team F. And I can safely say that most of us at some time or the other have used the services of this company. I'm told it's very popular among students as well. Team F. Survival guide for new employees. How to rewire your brain for greatness. At the top left, I have blanked out the name of the company in white. At the bottom left, I have blanked out the name of the founder who has written it. This is the question for Team F. You have 5 seconds more. And as I said, the color of the cover is a big clue. All right. Are you guessing? Not guessing. Passes to A.
Zomato.
You use Zomato? You do. Lovely answering. 15 points. This is Zomato. Dipinder Goyal wrote this book called Culture. 15 points to Team A. And the next question is the last question of this round, which will go to Team B. I have blanked out the name of an Indian bank from this postage stamp which came out in 1989. 1989 was the 125th year of this bank. It's a nationalized bank. Now it is a part merged into a much larger bank. Founded in 1865 and at that time was headquartered in Kolkata. It was India's oldest joint stock bank before it merged with Indian Bank in 2020. It shares its name with the former name, the old name of an Indian city. Team B, which bank 125th anniversary had this stamp?
Allahabad Bank.
Allahabad Bank, right? Very, very nice. Allahabad Bank is right. Yesterday we asked an audience question about that logo of Allahabad Bank that you see on screen. You know what those 3 lines stand for? The Triveni Sangam at Allahabad, which is now Prayagraj. So very, very nice. 15 points to Team B. This is, of course, Allahabad Bank. We move on to the next round, but before that, a look at the score. I'm reminding the 6 teams in semi-final 3. In another 20 minutes, please carry on for lunch. Only the 6 teams. The others can go after the semi-final is over. Lovely spread out scores. Team D is yet to open their account. Then we have one team on 20, which is the team at F. 2 teams, or rather 3 teams, locked in second position at 25, A, C, and E. But with a 15-point lead, Team B, Tezpur University on 40. Let's applaud their efforts. Very, very nice. Let me remind you, the top 2 teams go through automatically. Let's see the first of our buzzer rounds, round number 3. Round 3 is all about jumbled words. I think you were here for the first semi-final, so you know how it works. I will still explain it to you. Before we start, we will do a buzzer check for all 6 teams. The scoring is 2 strikes. The moment you see the question, any of the teams can buzz, but you will wait for me to say which team was fastest. That I see on my set. I will call out that team name. You have to answer immediately into the mic. If you're right, you get plus 15. If you're wrong, you get minus 15. And I move on to the second fastest team. If that team answers correctly, you get plus 10. If you answer incorrectly there as well, you get minus 10, right? Then we don't go to the audience because typically it doesn't go beyond 2 tries. Remember, do not give out the answer until I have identified you as the fastest team. And once I identify you, you need to answer immediately, right? A helpful tip, you don't necessarily have to know the clue. If you're good at unscrambling words, all the words are in English, you can unscramble them and give the answer. All right, let's do a buzzer check beginning with team A. B, C, D, E, and F. Lovely. All buzzers are working. I don't know what I will do if they are not working, but that's how it is. Let's begin if all the teams are ready. Fingers on your buzzers. Jumbled word number 1. Shares represented by physical certificates. Team D, into the mic. Quickly, please. Lend them a mic if possible. Yeah, quickly, please.
Partnership.
Sorry? Partnership. No, it's a 2-word answer. The second fastest was C. Into the mic, into the mic.
Yeah, so this is
3.
physical shares.
Physical shares will get you 10. Minus 15 to team D for Delhi. plus 10 to team C for Chennai, right? Minus 15 plus 10. Let's reset the buzzers. This is physical shares. We will move on to the next question. Remember, if it's a two-word answer, the words will be separated and you will see them scrambled separate, right? Moving on to question number 2, coming up now. Market price adjustment. What is it called? We have a buzz from E into the mic. Correction will get you 15. Very, very nice. This is correction plus 15 to team E for echo. Fingers on your buzzers. Question number 3 coming up now. The orderly winding up of a company is called team F into the mic.
Liquidation.
Beautiful answer. 15 points. Liquidation is what I was looking for. Why is it orderly? Because it happens step by step. The people who need to be paid first, they are paid off first, and then it comes down in the order of liquidation. Very, very nice. Plus 15 to team F for Foxtrot. Question number 4 coming up on your screens is this. The fundamental asset in a contract. E, can you switch on the mic? Take your time. I know what you said. I just want everybody to hear it. Underlying will get you 15. 15 points to team E. All teams, can you just tap your mic one by one? Team F, can you tap your mic? Team E. E. Team E, can you tap your mic? D, C, B, and A. Okay. Now don't switch them off. Keep them that way. 15 points to team E for this question. I'm resetting the buzzers. Moving on to question number 5. Coming up now. Trading one currency for another. Team A.
Foreign exchange.
Foreign exchange will fetch you 15. 15 points to team A. This was buzzed by 5 teams. 1, 2, 5, 6 and 3 in that order. Foreign exchange is what I was looking for. 15 points to team A. The last of your buzzer questions is question number 6 coming up on your screen now. Intangible value such as brand reputation. Team E.
Goodwill.
Goodwill will fetch you 15. Very, very nice. Goodwill, intangible. Thank you very much. 15 points to team E for echo. That brings us to the end of round 3. And while the scores are being put up, I will ask one question to the audience because nothing passed to you, right? Audience, you can put up a hand and tell me about this. So if you look at this big banking group called BNP Paribas, BNP Paribas is associated with many sponsorship. But the most famous or the most prominent sponsorship of BNP Paribas happens to be one of the big 4 of a sports tournament which happens in their home country. Which very, very famous sports tournament is sponsored by BNP Paribas in their home country? You already have a gift, right? So I'll come to you later. Let's go to Sir here. We'll get you a mic and because nobody else has raised a hand, so you get a chance. First row, the gentleman in the jacket.
French Open,
And what is your name, sir?
Pankaj Bhageria.
Which institute?
SEBI.
No worries. Don't give him mugs. Don't give him chocolates. Give him a round of applause. Very, very, just kidding. Please give sir a chocolate. This is, of course, the French Open. BNP Paribas is proud sponsors of the French Open. Yes, please give sir a chocolate. And let's take a look at the scores. We have a tie for second place, but leading at this moment with those brilliant unscrambles. We have a new leader, University of Science and Technology Department, Masters of Biz Administration, Team E with 70, 2 teams at 40, A and B, 1 team at 35, another team at 35. Nicely locked in battle, 70, 40, 40, 35, 35, and an unfortunate minus to D, but there are 2 more rounds to go. Let's go quickly into round number 4. Round number 4 is all about slogans, taglines, and quotations. We will now begin with team F and go anti-clockwise. The number of points for a correct answer is 5 points more, which is 20. This is not on the buzzer, so you have 30 seconds of thinking time. If none of the teams block me, I will give a clue or two, right? But you have the right to say we block a clue. I will tell you when the question comes up whether I want a brand or a person or a fill in the blank in a quotation, etc., etc. 30 seconds of thinking time for the direct team, no thinking time if it passes. And please be good and keep your microphones on. Team F, your question 1. Safe, simple and direct is a tagline. This is a tagline and I'll tell you what I want. This is a tagline of a platform that has been made available by the Reserve Bank of India for individual investors to be able to trade without any intermediaries. It's a two-word name. What is this RBI platform called? Whose tagline is safe, simple and direct. Team F. If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. You're blocking a clue. So no clue. Team F, which RBI platform? NIT MBA Silchar is getting into their hardcore competitive mode. Team F, 15 seconds more.
Pass.
Passes to E. We are going anti-clockwise. Team E, the leaders of this moment. It's a pass question, so I can't give you time. Taking a guess. Passing to D. Team D. Don Bosco? No? Passes to the team which blocked.
Yeah, so we are guessing RBI RD.
RBI Direct.
RBI Retail Direct. that is
RBI
RD.
Retail Direct. What did you say?
RBI RD, RBI Retail Direct.
RBI Retail Direct will fetch you points. I wanted to hear you say the complete answer. 20 points to team C. That's what the home page of the platform looks like. It's called Retail Direct and it is literally direct, no intermediaries. 20 points to team C, which I think moves them to 55 if I'm not mistaken. Going across to team B with the next. Globalization has created this interlocking fragility. Why is the word fragility in red? Because it is a clue, a big clue as to who said this. At no time in the history of the universe has the cancellation of a Christmas order in New York meant layoffs in China. This is by a brilliant thinker of modern times who has written at least 2 very famous books. One of the books, his recent book, talks about that word in red. Who is this famous thinker? Who wrote or who said this? Team B. And it's not like an old thinker, this is our time, modern time. Does any team block a clue? You are blocking a clue, another team blocking a clue. So I'm so sorry, Tezpur, you're on your own. I'm looking for the name of a person.
We'll guess Raghuram Rajan.
You will guess?
Raghuram Rajan.
Sorry? No, passing to team A.
Jeffrey Sachs.
Sorry?
Jeffrey Sachs.
Jeffrey Sachs. No, passes to one of the teams which blocked the clue. Team F. Quickly, please. Take a name.
Pass, sir.
Why did you block a clue then? Just like that, for fun. Passes to E, the leaders. Passing to D. They are passing as well? Alright, passes to C, the other team which blocked the clue.
Jet Spence. Jet Spence.
Sorry?
Jet Spence.
Not really. Audience, let's go to somebody who doesn't have a prize. Alright, let's go to you because no other hand up. A mic coming your way. Your name, college name and answer.
Sir, Ankit Pal from Assam University. Nasim Nicholas Taleb.
Nasim Nicholas Taleb is correct. Black Swan was what became prominent during COVID and anti-fragile is what he wrote recently. That is why fragility was in red. Please give him a nice mug from NISM. A round of applause for him. Very, very nice. This was a direct question for which team? You. So you get the next again because nobody answered. This is a quote from somebody who had no connection to the financial markets as such. This person said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Team B, who said this? Blocking a clue, okay. Yeah, this is a quote from somebody who had no connection to the financial markets, as we speak of. I will explain why he is in a financial literacy quiz later, but for now, because they have blocked a clue, who are we talking about?
We'll guess Richard Feynman, the physicist.
Sorry?
Richard Feynman, the physicist.
Richard Feynman, nice, because he was a physicist, passes to A. One thing which I want to point out here, their guess, even though it is wrong, is a beautiful guess because Richard Feynman was famous for saying this, that if you cannot explain the hardest of concepts to a 5-year-old, then you don't know it well enough. So in spite of being wrong, it's actually a very, very good guess. Team A, who am I talking about?
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein? Lovely, 20 points. Albert Einstein is correct. Einstein, the reason why I put him in a financial literacy quiz is because he used to say that I know nuclear physics, but the hardest thing in the world to understand is income tax. That those were his views on income tax. 20 points to Team A. Team F, you get the next. This happens to be the 4th question of this. I'm giving you a quote. There are 2 blanks, just fill in the blank. Ray Dalio, the legendary investor, billionaire, talking about saying, he who lives by the blank blank will eat shattered glass. The name of what object popularly linked to trying to predict the future has been blank. Team F. And the fact that he is saying shattered glass is a big clue as to what that object could be. It is an object that is popularly linked or connected to trying to predict the future. Team F. If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. Those 2 words, the length of the blanks is indicative of the length of the word. The first word is 7 letters long. The second word is 4 letters long. Think of all the things that you've seen in popular culture or entertainment where a certain kind of person is predicting somebody's future. This is a question for Team F. F.
Pass.
Passes to E.
Fortune tell.
Fortune teller. Nice guess, but no, fortune has got 7 letters. Yes, but teller is more than 4, right? Passes to D. Take a guess.
Looking glass. Looking glass.
Something glass. What glass?
Looking glass.
Looking glass. Not looking glass, passes to C. No? Passes to B.
Future glass, the one used
Future what?
future glass ball. Future ball, the one used to see the future events.
Give me the 2 words which are there. I'll give you 3 more seconds. 3, 2, and
Future ball.
future ball. Passes to A. Future ball is 6 and 4, right? Not 7 and 4. Passes to A.
Fortune ball.
Fortune ball. It was your question. Let's go to the gentleman in the striped shirt. Yes. You went very close. But I can't give you half points. Your name, college name, and answer.
My name is Neil Nishan Bhuya from Tezpur University. It's crystal ball.
Crystal ball is correct. He who lives by a crystal ball will eat shattered glass. What he is essentially trying to say is that do not try to predict or time the markets because you will end up falling on your face. Beautiful answering. He deserves a mug. Please don't shatter the mug. We don't want that. An NISM mug for you. And this was a question for Team F. Nobody answered, so it will come back to you. The big money. This is Charlie Munger. All of us know Charlie Munger. For a long time, Warren Buffett is number 2 and now, of course, elevated to the premier position. Team F. The big money is not in the buying and the selling, but in the blank. What 7-letter word associated with patience has been blank? Team F. One of the most important qualities that you can have in the stock market is patience, just like Berkshire Hathaway, which held stocks for decades and decades. Team F. The big money does not lie in buying and selling, but in blank. Team F.
Trading. Trading.
Can you spell it for me because I can't hear it properly?
Trading.
Training. Nice guess, but no. Associated with patience. Team E.
Sir, holding.
Holding. Nice. D. Was that your guess as well, Team C?
Waiting.
Sorry?
Waiting.
Can you spell it for me?
Waiting.
Can you spell it for me?
WAITING.
Waiting. 20 points. Beautiful. The big money is not in the buying and the selling, but in the waiting. They have put back their minus. They're back in the plus now. Let's have a round of applause for Assam Don Bosco University, please. This was question number 5, the last question of this round, coming up for team number C. Stock market blank. Don't grow out of thin air. This is important, the words thin air. They grow out of reality distorted by misconception. The man who broke the Bank of England, George Soros, legendary investor. Again, a 7-letter word, it's a plural word, meaning periods when current asset prices greatly exceed their intrinsic valuation. What word has been blank? Team C. And I already told you it's a plural word, right? Stock market blank. Don't grow out of thin air. Think of something that literally is created out of thin air. Team C. Team C. 15 seconds more. It is 12:30. So the 6 teams who are in semi-final 3, if you haven't already gone for lunch, please go for lunch now. Team C, that was your 30 seconds. Take a guess, no? Futures passes to B. Beautiful answer. Bubbles, they say. 20 points to team B. Stock market bubbles. Thin air was a big clue, right? A bubble is literally formed out of thin air. 20 points to team B for Bombay. End of round 4, just 1 round to go. Let's take a look at the scores. We gave an audience prize in this round already for that really beautiful answer. Crystal ball, if I remember correctly. This is not a very high scoring round, but it's a very closely fought round. All teams in the plus, which is a big, nice gesture. 5 to team D, 35 to team F. Then we have a 55 to team C. 2 teams locked in second position, 60 each to A and B. But slight 10-point lead on the back of those beautiful jumbled word answers. Team E on 70. Let's clap for all these 6 teams. Thank you. Moving on to round number 5, your last round. Round number 5 is where questions don't have any options. All the options are in your mind. This is divided into 2 parts. The first 6 questions, we go from team A to team F clockwise. 30 seconds on the direct to think, no time on the pass. Plus 25 if you get it right. No negatives if you get it wrong. Nothing on the buzzers right now. Question number 7 to question number 12 are on the buzzer. I'll tell you the rules when we come to question number 7. For now, we begin with A and pass clockwise. Team A, question number 1 is this. Which international organization has conducted multiple negotiation rounds, including Geneva round, Kennedy round, Tokyo round, Uruguay round, and Doha round, to establish and regulate agreements amongst their member countries? Team A.
World Trade Organization.
The WTO will fetch you 25. 25 points to team A. And the next question goes to team B. Which Indian state is the largest producer of gold, known for its prominent gold mines such as Kolar and Bhutti, contributing significantly to the country's gold production with an annual output of about 1.8 to 2 tons? Team B. Came into prominence because of a couple of movies also recently. Team B. I'm looking for the name of an Indian state. Into the mic, I can't hear you. Karnataka is correct. Karnataka will fetch you 20 points to Team B. The Kolar goldfields, if you don't know, have been recently restarted because they have found gold deeper on into the mine. Team B also gets 25. My scorer, 25 to Team 1 on the first, 25 to Team 2 on the second. 2 questions so far. Team C, this is a high scoring round. Let's see if you can keep it going. Here's your question. Which Indian company was the first to cross the $100 billion mark in market cap, setting a landmark achievement in the country's business sectors and symbolizing India's growing prominence in the global economy? I'm looking for the name of a specific company. Team C.
We are going for Unacademy.
Sorry?
Unacademy.
Unacademy. No, fortunately not. Team D. Past question. And the clue that I gave, or rather did not give, was in the fact that I'm looking for the name of a specific company, not the business group. Team D.
Flipkart.
Sorry?
Flipkart.
Something, what did he say?
Flip.
Flipkart. Nice guess, but no, passes to E. Into the mic, please.
Particular company or the group?
Not the group, the company.
Reliance Industrial Limited.
What limited?
Reliance Industrial Limited.
Not Reliance, passes to F. 100 billion US dollar market cap. Team F.
Tata Company.
Sorry?
Tata Company.
I want the name of the specific company. Which company? I'm not saying whether you're right or wrong, but I can't give it to you for a group. Which company? Quickly, please.
Sir, Infosys Company.
Infosys. No, passes to A.
Tata Steel.
Tata Steel passes to, whose question was this? It was yours. Passes to B. TCS will get you 25. It passed all the way around, finished up on the table, and they gobbled it up. TCS it is, which is why I prompted you. You said Tata Company, right? So I had to give you another chance. TCS, did you get it on your own or because they said Tata Company? You knew it on your own. Nice. 25 to Team B, and the fourth question to Team C again. What informal money transfer system originating from the Arabic word meaning transfer or trust involves moving funds outside of formal banking channels based on the trust between parties? Team C. If you look at lots of Hindi movies, you will see this word being used, and it is also a very unsavory word, not so well considered word in the financial money transfer business as well. Team C. Contributes a lot to money laundering. Team C. It comes from an Arabic word meaning trust or transfer, both having the same word. Team C. Five seconds more. Team C. Passes to D. Past question, so I can't give you much time. Even you need to go for lunch. No? Passes to E. Team E, passing to you. No? Passing you in 3, 2, and 1. Team F. Can't give you so much time on a pass.
Barter system.
Barter system. Passes to A.
Hawala.
Hawala will get them 25. Very, very nice. Hawala in Arabic means transfer or trust, both. And this is how a Hawala transaction works. Of course, because it is outside formal banking channels, you do not get to regulate it. And a lot of money laundering and illicit activities are financed by the Hawala system. 25 to Team A. The second last question before the buzzers to Team B. With the highest quantity of proven oil reserves, which country is the only South American nation that is a member of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, as of today, Team B. It is the only country from the continent of South America to be a member of OPEC, Team B. You are sandwiched in between two teams for blocking. This is your chance to make them regret it and give me the right answer. Come on. South America doesn't have that many countries, right? 10-12 hi to hai. Colombia. Nice guess. Team C.
Venezuela.
Venezuela will fetch you 25. Venezuela, 25 points to Team C, ruled by an almost autocratic leader. But because of their oil reserves, they have a strong voice in the global stage. 25 to Team C. And the last question of the non-buzzer round to Team D. This is also the name of a country. Here's your question. Which country is the world's largest producer of platinum with over 20 tons of production every year and a major exporter of gold and diamonds as well, of which they export respectively $10 billion and $2 billion every year of gold and diamonds also. They are also the world's largest producer of platinum. Team D.
Russia.
Russia, nice guess, but no, passes to E.
Africa.
Africa is not a country, passes to F. Quickly, please.
Brazil.
Brazil, you said, passes to A.
South Africa.
South Africa is correct. South Africa is the world's largest producer of platinum, plus $10 billion of gold, $2 billion worth of diamond. Your mic is not working, I think, sir has pointed out. Is it? Okay. For the moment, until the next round, it is working. Okay. Sir, I think it is fluctuating. We'll get it checked for the next one. 25 points to Team A. And that brings us to midway stage. 6 questions on the buzzer. These are your rules. All on the buzzer, just like the jumbled words. Sorry?
Can we see the scores once?
Scores right now? Sure. Can you show them the scores? And we will show them again after 9 questions. Sure, no worries. We are doing very well on time, so we can. At the risk of repeating myself, any of the teams in the third semi-final who have not gone for lunch, please carry on because we want you back here in 45 minutes. 2 centurions. How good is the Northeast when it comes to quizzing? 135 to A. 1 answer behind. 110 to B. 20 points behind a century. 80 to NIT MBA Silchar. 70 to Team E. 35 to F and 5 to Team D. This match could still go anywhere with 3 questions. 75 points to go. Let's rather 6 questions. 150 points to go. I usually do a score update at the 9th question. So script is set. 6 questions, 150 points at stake. Do you know the rules, all of you? Plus 25 on the first, minus 25 on the wrong, plus 15, minus 15 on the next. Just like the buzzers, you will wait for me to say which team answered or buzzed fast, right? If you answer out of turn, that's a minus 10 straight away, even if it is right, all right? Fingers on your buzzers. I'm looking for a 2-word answer. These 2 words are something that is very intrinsic to the way the government plans its finances. Okay? So it's something to do with government planning and finance. 2-word answer. Question coming up now. This table indicates the value of what exactly? It is always measured relative to the GDP of a country. In 2000, it was 5.6% of the GDP. In 2005, it was 3.7%. In 2010, it was 4.9. In 2015, it was 3.9. In COVID years, it went up to 9.2. In 2024, it became almost half at 4.8. And we have a very ambitious target for the next 3 or 4 years. What are we talking about? We have a buzz from E into the mic. Quickly, please. Inflation is just one word, right? Minus 25 to Team E, I'm not going to give any more clues because the question is complete. It would be unfair to them. Let's go to the gentleman in the green check shirt. I'm going to give you a mic, your name, college name, and the answer.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. My name is Samir Sen Gupta from Dibrugarh University. The answers may be GDP deflator.
No, not GDP deflator. Let's go. Please pass the mic to the gentleman there.
Dipam Shah, Cotton University. I'm guessing this is the defense budget of a country.
Not the defense budget of the country. Sir already has a chocolate. Please give it to the lady in front of you.
So Himakshi Sharma from Nalbari Commerce College. Sir, I think the answer is budget deficit.
I'll give you another chance. Change the first word. The second is correct.
Trade deficit.
Not trade deficit. Change it again. Ladies first. What deficit? Sixth letter answer.
Revenue deficit.
No? Let's give a mic to him. You got more strikes than the buzzer. 3 of them.
My name is Anturi Bharadwaj. I am from Kaziranga University. The answer is physical deficit.
Fiscal deficit is correct. Give him a mug, please. Fiscal deficit it is. That is what is called when you have, when your means are lesser than your expenses. Fiscal, when it comes to governments. Fiscal deficit is what I was looking for. Unfortunate minus for team E. The next question, I'm looking for the name of a very big, famous global company or brand. Okay? Question coming up now. Fingers on your buzzers. Here's your question. Which world famous audit firm completes team E into the mic? This is E fastest. You were second. Team E quickly. Lovely. They claw back their minus. KPMG is correct. You were second fastest. Team C. And just to set your mind at rest, this is the order. 5 and then, right? Yeah. So, 25 to team E for echo. Let me reset the buzzer. 4 more questions to go. I'm looking for a category of people. Call it a category or a categorization or a group, whatever you, or a classification. Call it whatever you want. But it is something, we know that term very well, all of us. All right? Because it has to do with India. All right? That's your clue. I may give more clues later. Question coming up now. Which group of people was officially added to the Unified Payments Interface? Team B into the mic.
NRIs.
Lovely answer. 25. NRIs. UPI for NRIs is correct. 25 to team B for Bombay. They got a very, very good answer. I was expecting to give more clues, but they knew it down pat. 25 to team B. We come to the 9th question now, which is 9 questions done. So does anybody want score update or you're good? Fine, we'll continue. So we'll not give a score update now. We will carry on. Question number 10. For this question, it is again the name of a company or a brand. And a sort of clue is that I can accept either one of 2 answers. You can either tell me the parent company or you can tell me the brand. Either one is fine. All right? They are almost synonymous in a way. Question coming up now. The digital currency Libra, which later got renamed as DM, along with the digital wallet Novi, were introduced by which world famous company? The founder of this company is red-green colorblind. The founder of this company is red-green colorblind, because of which the logo of this company is prominently blue. This is the buzz fastest from B.
This is
Quickly.
Meta, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg.
Meta or Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. Very, very nice. That's your answer right there. 25 points to team B for Bombay. I have no idea where the score is, but with 2 questions to go, I would love to take a look. Please show us the score when you are ready. No rush. Just 1 question separating the 2 teams. The lead has changed. Team A is at 135. On the back of 250s, B is at 160. If they get the next 2, they will go and cross the top score of 205 which we had, but we don't know. 160, 135, 80, 70, 35 and 5. I hope all of you are good with your scores. The top two teams go through directly. The others have to wait and watch for the results of the other semi-finals. Let's move on to the next question. I'm looking for something which is an initiative or something associated with the government of India, but it touches all our lives as well. Okay? Question coming up now. What 5-letter term refers to the benefit in Indian health insurance plans that covers in-treatment? Team B, into the mic quickly.
Ayush.
Plus 25. Ayush is correct. This is the Ayush benefit. Quite literally, Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddh and Homeopathy. 75 points so far to them. That puts them at, if I'm not mistaken, 160 is 195. Let's see if they can go one more further. But other teams, please don't let them run away with this. You can score as well. The next question is the last question of this semi-final. And then all of us break for lunch. I'm looking for a single English word as your answer. One word, it's a common English word, not a name or a proper noun, a common noun, one word. Okay? Fingers on your buzzers. Question coming up now. HELOC or HE loans allow borrowers to take loans against an asset. If E stands for equity, team E, what does the letter H stand for? Quickly, please. Oh, sorry? Quickly. I can't give you time to think after buzzing. 3, 2, and 1. What English word is H? Holding. That's a minus 25 to team E. And I had finished the question, so I'll not give any more clues. Just 5 more seconds if anybody is buzzing with this. Oh, 5 was the first to buzz. Anybody else buzzing? HELOC or HE loans. If E is equity, what is H? 3, 2, and 1. For a chocolate, let's go. You got 3 chances, no? Let's go to the lady in the black top. Yes. We'll get a mic to you. Your name, college name, and what does the H stand for?
Hi, my name is Agarwal. I'm from, and H stands for home or house.
Home is correct. Home equity loans. A chocolate for her, please. These are home equity loans or home equity lines of credit, which is what HELOC stands for. I cannot give you for housing loans because that's a different category, right? That brings us to the end of what has been an equally thrilling semi-final. I think the Northeast is that good when it comes to quizzing. Somebody was saying something? No. Right. These are your final scores. Let's take a look. They fall just short of the top score, but we'll go from the bottom up as always. Let's applaud Assam Don Bosco University Department Masters of Commerce who finished with 5. Ahead of them at 35 is Guwahati Commerce College Department of Commerce with 35. 45 to the University of Science and Technology Department Masters of Business Administration all the way from Meghalaya. Then we go to the team which finished 3rd. They'll be praying that somebody finishes behind them in the final tally. 80 to the team from Silchar, NIT MBA Silchar on 80. The team which finishes 2nd, they were leading for a large part of the quiz before team B hit another gear altogether. Bodoland University, Deborgam with 135. And winning this semi-final and marching with a 50-point lead, the Tezpur University Department Masters of Science and Computer Applications, 185. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful quizzing with all of you. I will see you on the other side of the break. You can carry on down.